Welcome to GTV. I'm Corey.
And I'm Grim. Tomorrow's 9/11. We'll hear from a couple teachers who were affected by that tragedy.
We will also preview Goshen Hispanic Heritage Month. And in sports, we'll hear about cross country's winning ways. "20 years ago, the United States suffered from a terrorist attack that changed our world forever. 3,000 people died when terrorists flew 4 jets into the World Trade Center in New York City, the Pentagon in Washington, D.C., and crashed into a field in rural Pennsylvania."
Kiana Miles talked with Mrs. Clark and Mrs. Mel about their memories from that day.
On September 11th in 2001, I was actually on the phone accepting my very first teaching job as the second plane hit the Twin Towers in New York City. For me, it was frightening to see that happen live.
And at the same moment in time, everyone realized it was no accident, it was done on purpose. So there was this moment of shocked silence. And I remember the first thing a student asked me, "Mrs. Meller, is the United States under attack?" I can't believe that still makes me emotional. So my thinking is, oh my God, I'm gonna have all these frightened kids.
You can watch the whole video on our YouTube page. The Goshen Marching Band Invitational is tomorrow. There will be 22 bands performing. They will begin at 3:45. Goshen performs last at 10 p.m. Goshen is titled to Everything There Is a Season. It has 4 parts, with each being one of the 4 seasons. Here is a clip from a few weeks ago. Thank you to Harrison Save Chuck for the drone video.
And next Saturday, beginning at 8 a.m. on the Goshen High School track, there will be a 24-hour freedom walk by Destiny Rescue. They are trying to raise awareness and money to help sexually exploited children from and human trafficking. They are encouraging GHS clubs and groups to take part and help raise money. Chris Russell from Destiny Rescue says students can have a huge impact on a person's life.
As of a week ago, we've rescued 1,220 individuals this week, and we want to set a bunch more free because there's over 1 million kids out there. So by you students participating in this, we really are literally talking about students saving students, teens rescuing other teens.
Hispanic Heritage Month begins September 15th. It will be celebrated here in Goshen on Main Street next Friday, the 17th. Ronaldo Munoz has more information about how you can be part of the event.
Let's celebrate the first Hispanic Heritage Month in the city of Goshen on Main Street and Goshen Theater. Friday, September 17th, from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Performing Mariachi Herencia de México. Los Ortega. Las Guadalupanas. Authentic Mexican and Salvadorian food. Los Charros de Leonier and much more. General admission cost is only $10. Let's all shout, Viva Mexico!
And Cole and Nolan are up next with your Red Rock Sports.
They will talk about boys cross country and the rest of last week's scores.
Welcome to sports. I'm Cole.
And I'm Nolan. Let's get into the scores. Varsity football took on Mishawaka last Friday, losing 36-7. Quinn Bechtel led the offense with 106 yards rushing and a passing touchdown. Braden Hinkle was on the receiving end of Quinn's touchdown toss. Roman Schrock led the defense with 21 tackles and a forced fumble. Don't forget, you can watch every Red Hawks home game this year. GTV will live stream next week's game against Concord. Go to the Goshen Athletics homepage.
The girls and boys cross country went to the Harrison Invitational last week. Natalie Escada led the girls with a 35th place finish.
The boys earned first place as a team. Drew Hogan, Cole Johnson, and Tommy Claxton all finished under 16 minutes. Drew came in first, Cole came in close behind in second, and Tommy finished fourth. The trio is ranked best in the state of Indiana currently. Congratulations, boys.
The varsity soccer boys team won against the Concord Minutemen by a score 3-1. Carlos Castaneda, Josh Cruz, and Edgar Mora Gonzalez each scored a goal for Goshen. They will face off in the Penn tournament against Crown Point and Carmel on Saturday. Girls soccer faced off against Wawasee last Saturday and dominated, winning 5-1. Alessandra Lozano Gomez had 2 goals, while Miriam Ruiz Sanchez and Isabel Flores Cruz each had a goal. The Red Hawks are now 5-3 overall on the season and 3-1 in conference play.
The Goshen girls varsity volleyball lost to Wawasee in 3 sets by scores of 17-25, 12-25, 16-25. Lauren Kinsey led with 5 kills, and teammates Kyra Hill and Abby Wildman each with 4 kills for the Red Hawks.
The boys tennis team battled the windy conditions on Tuesday and swept Wawasee 5-0 and improved to 3-0 in conference play. Isaac Staley only lost 2 games at 3 singles. Miles McLaughlin and Moses Kratzer did the same at 2 doubles.
Girls golf came up with a big win against Central and West Noble, winning the score with a score of 194. The Red Hawks beat West Noble by 12 strokes. This was the lowest score of the season for the Red Hawks. Leading the way for the Red Hawks were Maya Narayan with 44 and Briza Tiagua Delgado with a 46. The girls head to a conference this weekend. Good luck. Also, don't forget, if you're interested in Fellowship of Christian Athletes, it started last month and will happen every Thursday at 7:30 in Mr. Du Bois' room.
Coming up next is Renato bringing you this week's weather.
Today cloudy with a high of 78 degrees and a low of 59. Tomorrow Saturday, partly cloudy with a high of 85 and a low of 70. And Sunday sunny with a high of 90 degrees and a low of 64. This was your week's forecast with Ronaldo Munoz. Back to you, Corey and Graham.
Auditions for fall play were this week. Miss Pobosic announced the cast earlier this week. The name of the show is Acting Can Be Murder. Performances will be Friday and Saturday, November 19 and 20 at 7 o'clock p.m. and Sunday, November 21 at 2 o'clock.
On September 3rd, there was a meeting during the second session of SRT for anybody interested in TSA. The group takes part in local and state competitions and different engineering activities. If you would like to take part in it, talk with Miss Yoder.
Last Thursday, Key Club had their first meeting. They all introduced themselves and worked on their first plan according to Miss Shelley. The Key Club's first fundraiser will be for the Riley's Hospital for Children. They're still deciding how they'll raise money. They'll decide that at the next meeting.
Students can impact the future of Goshen. One way is by going to the Youth Caucus. It's a club that connects students with city government. The Youth Caucus will have its first meeting next Monday during the first session of SRT in the main gym. Go meet the GHS youth advisors and Goshen Mayor Jeremy Stutzman at the meeting. Hey Graham, have you heard of GIS?
GIS? Oh, you mean Goshen Mead School? Of course I have. In fact, here's my video on it. Goshen School's complete construction of the new Goshen Mead School. Assistant Principal Elizabeth Martin says the start of the school year at GIS has been incredible. She says they've worked on students practicing where to go in case of bad weather like tornado drills. It's also been nice seeing students in classrooms. They are also using new technology, especially the Promethean boards. More photos or videos should be coming later episodes of GTV. The Goshen Public Library has your Thursday afternoon fun beginning this week. The library opened their teen cafe for students who grades 7 to 12. The cafe is open from 4 to 5:30 every Thursday.
Have a good afternoon. Good night, goodbye.
Wait, we're not finished. We have to tell people to come back for our next episode and watch the credits for our names.
Okay, fine. Hey, there's my name.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now a moment of silence. Thank you.